All right, here we go. You ready? Every time I see you now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth out, I hear that smile. In the early misty morning light, I heard the engine turn in the old Ford outside. Entertain. Why are you barking? You can't figure out how to sing? There you go. He doesn't want to sing tonight. He's just like, oh, I gotta sing. Oh, whatever. Happy Saturday night, everybody. Still got COVID head. A little snotty. I'm just a bitter old man. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. Happy Saturday night. There's some fruit ball on right now. I don't know if you're a fruit ball fan, but looks like the Texans and the Colts are playing for a spot. And then earlier the Ravens got upset. I don't know if that did anything. They're still in, so. Woo! Share Bear is here tonight. Oh, that's so sweet. Source Camp, what's happening? Good to see you. Tobias. Steve-O. Saturday night date night. Hey, well, last Saturday night about this time, we were just getting rolling with the, what the hell was it called? Gpt For Good Challenge. I just posted, by the way, hang on. I just posted on LinkedIn the link to the YouTube playlist, as well as the link to the document and the link to the directory. Good Lord. I don't have my shit together. We went gallery hopping today. We went to Trader Joe's, which was a fucking zoo. That place is just like, it's just like they back trucks up and just the shit flies off the shelves. It's just the weirdest. It's a weird brand, that Trader Joe's, and their food's actually decent. Not all that good for you, but My husband decided if you can't beat him, join him. He called you my boyfriend, but joined the salon. Welcome, Mr. Techie Becky. Well, we've got Amelia'S Wife, so now we've got Techie Becky's husband. Welcome, if you're here tonight. Yeah, I think Tobias and his wife join us as a regular date night situation. So we fully support spousal pairs. I don't think we have yet. We might have parent-child situations, but that would be cool, right? Like, that would be good. I got to get my kids into it. They're still not quite into it. My son also calls you my boyfriend. Wait, we can accommodate that. It's just we just need a different picture. This is the boyfriend version of me. There you go. That's this is the AI augmented. Howdy, partner. Hey, little lady. How'd you like to go for a ride on my stallion? Oh, man. Oh, Trader Joe's, free sample of anything. Wish they were around in my broke school days. I know. Well, the other one that's crazy with free samples is Costco, where it's just like, I feel like Costco is like, people just go there for the free samples, and the free sample ladies, they're very how do I say it? They're like very protective. They like don't want you taking extras. They like eye you up. If you go back for seconds, they're like, nah, eh. And then there's always people just circling them like vultures, just waiting for them, because everything. Did you ever notice the Costco sample people? Every time you walk by, they're just about to pull shit out of the oven. It's never out of the oven. You got to stand there and wait. And then there's other people vulturing around and elbowing in, and like some little 7-year-old, you're going to grab something, a little 7-year-old comes up and snatches it away from you. You got to whack him in the head with a carrot. Costco's brutal. Costco is professional shopping. Brutal. Anyway, I'll take a ride on him. Share Bear coming in hot. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Awesome. All right. Oh, good lordy. What are we going to do tonight? I don't know. I threatened to make a movie last night. Oh, thank you very much. The dangly lights, they make me so happy. Can you make that image talk? We can make that image talk. In fact, that could be a fun thing to do. All right, let's go do something ridiculous, shall we? All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. Let's see. Okay, export. Boy, the photos export. The fact that you have to go through these stupid dialog boxes. Can't you just like save as anymore? What happened to just save as, cowboy?
Ding dong!
Yes, ma'am.
Special delivery.
What? Hold, please.
Special delivery.
Oh my God, what's that?
It's from the Irregulars.
What? Are you fucking kidding? No, really?
Yes!
You have spinach in your teeth.
Go.
Oh my God.
Go do it online.
Oh my God. Oh Lordy. What have you people done? Oh no. Well, I guess we're getting back to the cowboy. Hang on. Something was just delivered to my little professional sound studio here. I don't do well with stuff like this. Let's see what we got here. A large box was just handed to me by Mrs. Shannon. Look. Oh my God, what is this? Did you know about this? Wow. Oh. Oh, cool. Wait. Holy crap, this is heavy. All right, look, it's a turtle bag. Wait, okay. So, awesome. I have no idea what this is. Hopefully, it's safe. Get out, doggy.
Oh, there must be something to eat in there because he's crazy.
Campy. Nope. All right, here. We got to show you. If you're new here, the turtle is the very first animal from the AI Learning Lab Zoo, and I got to show you the video. Champy's gonna watch. Champy's excited. So we'll kick this off right. You guys.
Back here live at the Waterford
Oh
Village
my
with
goodness.
my friend the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great zombie.
I like turtles. So that's why the turtle is the first animal in the AI Learning Lab Zoo. Okay. I am a wee tad speechless. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'll start in the front pocket. This. Oh, holy crap. Blanton's caramel popcorn.
Oh my
God.
That's probably what Champ was smelling.
Oh my God. Oh, this is okay. Not for nothing, but wait. Many of you know this already. But I have been not drinking that amount of Blanton's, and it completely evaporated in there because this shit's so hard to get. So this is very cool. Wow, 2 of them. No, Chimpy, you cannot have any of that. Awesome. That's fantastic. All right, what else we got? We have a card. Thank you, Kyle. Oh. A gift for you from the Irregulars. You guys! Send a thank you note. In a nook where ideas freely flow sat a janky box, its presence low. A makeshift stand, once proud and prime, echoed tales of a simpler time. But change whispered through the air with gifts of grace and tech to spare, a spruced up office, shiny and new, for streams where AI Learning Lab grew. You're going to make me cry. Don't you do it! Nightly watchers, the Irregulars by name, gathered round the digital flame. Their gratitude like stars shone bright, illuminating the lab each night. In honor of the Salon's year, a celebration filled with cheer. Though tardy in its grand debut, their thanks rang sincere and true. For every night, through screens aglow, the Irregulars watched for knowledge flow. And in this gift, their thanks were sealed for streams that wisdom and wonder yield. So out with the old and in with the new, a testament to the loyal crew, the Salon's anniversary, a joyful fate, a year of learning, though it's late. Aw, that's very sweet. Very sweet. Oh my God. All right, I'm a little misty-eyed, you sons of bitches. All right, hang on. What else we got? All right, so that's... Ooh. Hold, please. Oh, wow. Holy crap. A magic keyboard with touchpad. Oh my God. With Touch ID. That's awesome. Thank you. Wow. So I'm not typing up here. Very nice. Amazing. Oh, this is very exciting. This is you know, for Christmas we gave each other COVID. So all we did was sit around blowing our noses and coughing. Oh, wow. Blanton's Bourbon coffee. Wow. Amazing. All right, the boys are going to love that. Zach loves gourmet stuff like this, so he and I will partake in that. All right, what else we got here? What's that? Oh, nice. Oh, a laptop stand. Wait, are you saying that my Simpsons helmet box is not a good laptop stand? That's very cool.
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet. It's really sweet. You guys are amazing. All right, what's this? Oh, now I'm totally thrown. Oh, and a phone stand? Oh, that's super cool. Phone stand for all phones. Amazing. What else we got? More coffee. Very nice. Very nice. I didn't know they had all this Blanton's branded stuff. That's so cool. Oh! 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 Is that it? Oh! Okay. This is fucking serious. If you don't know about Blanton's, this shit is impossible to get. And let me tell you what, if this box has something in it other than a bottle of Blanton's, someone's in fucking trouble. I see a horse. I see a horsey. Holy shit. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay, wow. Holy crap.
Do you want a glass with ice?
Do I want a glass with ice? What are you, high? No, you don't get any Champy. No. Doggies don't get Blantons. Doggies don't get Blantons. No. Are you excited? Oh. Wait, this is single barrel select. Good Lord, you people. Holy crap. Wait. Make it the crushed ice. Here, I'll do it. Do the crushed ice. Fill it up good. Here, you want me to get it? All right, love you, baby. Thank you. Thanks for the surprise, you dum-dum. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I got some information. It turns out Amelia'S Wife is the fucking ringleader here. I don't know who's behind this. Amelia'S Wife, thank you. Whoever else is behind this. Fucking amazing. So I'm making a giant fucking Blanton slushy tonight. Hang on. I don't have enough horizontal space here. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Oh, don't show it on screen. Right. Oh my God. All right. So wait, here, what you can see on screen is I'm cracking the wax. Wax. The wax seal. Oh, this is so exciting. Honest to God, do you know how long it's been since I've had a Blanton's? It's probably been 3 years. I think it was pre-COVID. And like, how long it's been since I've had a Blanton's at home? 5, 6 years? I saw a bottle of this at the local gas station, and I was like, oh, you have Blanton's. I'll take it. They're like, that'll be $150. I'm like, go fuck yourself. This stuff's impossible to get. Oh my God, this is exciting. All right. Hang on. Hold, please. I am pouring a generous dollop. Oh, you people. Okay. This is A, totally unexpected, and B, just, you guys are fucking amazing. Totally unnecessary, but wow, so fucking special. So amazing. Well, look, that bottle gets replaced with the special bottle. I will also make this commitment. Oh, no, see, I was already snotty. You can't make me cry and snottier. It's not fair, people. I will over the next year, when the time seems appropriate, if I'm in the mood for a drink or we got something to celebrate, we'll do this here. These Blantons will always happen here. I mean, I'll sip them off screen, so, to avoid the permanent bans and such, but hold, please. Oh my God, it's good. Just like this channel's basically just a big giant ad for OpenAI, this could also be a big giant ad for Blanton's. Today in the TikTok shop, get the Blanton's Bourbon barrel-aged coffee. Blanton's caramel popcorn's tasty. Get it in the TikTok shop. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You really are. How did you do that? My wife. She and I are gonna have words. You don't just sneak up on the AI learning lab with boxes of gifts. So sweet. And see, now because I have this bag, apparently I've got to go to some Caribbean island and carry, my swim trunks and snorkel in that. You all are amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is so cool. All right. Wow. All right. Well, I'm thrown. Good night. Oh, this is so cool. All right. I got too much shit on my desk. Let me reorganize. Uh-oh.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
I thought we lost our button there for a minute. It's like, it's a sign.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
You can make Blantons with ChatGPT. Oh my God, I can't believe I have a bottle of Blantons. And it's from you guys. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Wow. Dang. Champy got very excited when that bottle of Blantons came out. He must have sensed that I was really excited about it. Oh my God, so cool. All right. No, you can't go. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. This is cool. This is the laptop stand. Oh, yeah, this is good. Is that what's that thing? Ooh, nice. Yeah, this is going to be good. All right, I'm going to need to get a shorter box because now I have an actual fancy stand. I won't do that now. All right. Wow, so cool. Oh, so cool. This is awesome. Like Christmas. Silver Fox, thank you for everything, Kyle. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this community is really quite special to me. I think it's the thing that I think my biggest surprise in 2023 was what this became, this channel and these lives and this community and how we kind of crossed the beams with the AI Salon, and it's just created a, I don't know, like a generous, giving, learning, supportive group of people that, I don't know, are just in it for the right reasons. I don't know. It's really, really special. So, oh my God, amazing. Okay. All right. I got crap everywhere now. This is like, see, this is how I open presents always, is I'm just a train wreck. I just throw paper everywhere. So, hang on. How did you get that in my house without me knowing it, you weirdos? There's been a bottle of Blantons in here? How long has it been here? All right. It was so fun keeping this secret from you. You guys are mean. But listen, this is the best kind of mean possible. I'll take it all day long. Amazing. And I think we've got to try the Blanton's popcorn, don't we? Ingredients: popcorn, butter, sugar, corn syrup, brown sugar, Blanton's. Blanton's bourbon alcohol. I like it. I'm in. Do I have to cut this? What is going on? Okay. Hey, TikTok, am I allowed to eat fucking popcorn on screen? Am I going to get a lifetime ban for this? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, it's so good. Well, it's good. Champion, want some popcorn? Champion approves. Probably bad for him, but you know. Okay. Well, it's good. I'm so discombobulated now. Can you do a live an hour? What was that? Kyle, there were 2 stickers too. Shit, where? I got Amazon. The keyboard had a keyboard protector. I don't see stickers, but wait. Doesn't mean that they're not here. Hang on. Is there a back thing? No. I do not see stickers. Hang on. I don't see the stickers. Let me see if I missed them somewhere. I don't see the stickers. Nope. No stickers that I can see, but we'll find them. Maybe missed. That's possible. Okay. But if I find them, I will mention it next time. Don't worry. Okay. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Awesome. Okay. This is better than Christmas. This is way better than Christmas. Christmas sucked this year. We didn't get each other anything. Like I said, we just gave each other COVID. That was literally it. There was like socks and sweats or something like that. Oh my God, Blanton's is fucking amazing. All right. Okay. What are we gonna do? We were gonna make the cowboy talk. We'll go do that, but it just seems so. Everything seems anticlimactic or something. I see something on your shelf. I know, don't you? Oh. Yes, that makes me very, very happy. Well, not as happy as what's in the glass. But seeing it full, wow, so good. Mr. IT, Jammy, go to the AI Salon. We can help. Okay, let's do that. So listen, if you're new here, these lives are part of a larger community called the AI Salon. And we have a home base on Mighty Networks. And we also just did a really cool thing. So if you go to the salon.ai, that'll take you to a link tree. The first 3 links are about this project we did called the Gpt For Good Challenge, the 24-hour Gpt For Good Challenge that was a week ago tonight, where Ann Murphy and I alternated. We tag-teamed every 3 hours teaching people how to make Gpts for nonprofits. And in a 24-hour period, this community made 150 Gpts for nonprofits. Amazing. and people are still making them. So the first three links, the first one's the directory. Excuse me. The first one's the directory. The second one is the YouTube channel where the playbacks of those events were. And then the third one is the prompt sheet that we use to teach people how to do it. Side Hustle Mimi. Lunar Stick, that was only 1 week ago. That was last weekend. That was a week ago tonight. I know, it feels like a month ago that thing happened. It really does. And then the fourth link is to the Mighty Networks, the AI Salon. So if you're just getting started with AI, or if you're trying to figure this stuff out, or if you're one of the weirdos in your community where no one wants to hear you talk about AI anymore, but you're obsessed with it, and they're all just like, shut up about AI. I don't want to hear about AI. AI is stupid. You're just a dum-dum. We're your people. This is what this thing is all about, is creating a community of curious, adventurous, generous people who are willing to learn and kind of live in that beginner's mindset and admit that nobody's an expert right now. And in acknowledging that, you can learn really freely. And you can also share everything you learn really freely, because it's not proprietary right now. This is all too new. Everything's changing. So that's what that community is. So yeah, go hang out there, and I'll point some shit out about it later. But yeah, awesome. Okay, let's go do some fun stuff. I'm so excited. I got a Blanton's, and you can't have none. It's so damn good. I hope there's a replay. I missed it. Oh, I'll put this up. This will go in the special ones. I'll put this up tomorrow. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I'll put up a little clip from tonight about that. That's really cool. That's so cool. All right. But we're all out in your yard with empty glasses, Kyle. It wouldn't surprise me, you flipping weirdos. And if you were, we'd be drinking up. That would be awesome, actually. Who lives in Colorado? Because that was not mailed, I don't think. Best place to start. Okay, good question. If you are just getting started with AI, or if you're even before that, if you're like, hey Kyle, I was scrolling through TikTok and I was really enjoying all the twerking ladies, but then I saw an old guy talking about AI and he got a bottle of Blanton's, and this seems kind of interesting. If you're trying to figure out where to start with AI, the best place to start with AI is ChatGPT, in my opinion. As they say in marketing, it was the first and it's still the best. It was the first and it's still the best. Even ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version of ChatGPT, is essentially better than most things out there. And there's a lot of reasons why, but largely it comes down to they did better at getting better data. So the data that ChatGPT is trained on is a lot of the public internet, as much as they could get their hands on, and they really focused on this. This was sort of 4 or 5 years in the making. By the time we got to ChatGPT 3, or just GPT 3, which is the base model, they'd been collecting data for years and years and years and training these things. And so anyway, so you just start with ChatGPT. If you can afford the $20 a month, you absolutely want to get Gpt Plus, which is ChatGPT 4. Here's why. Let me go show you over at the AI Salon. I'll show you a little something. Well, first of all, when you get to the AI Salon, this is the Mighty Network site. Please go check out the Welcome to the Salon section. And check out our values. So the values are really, really important to me and to the community, quite frankly. So these values are not just things we made up. This is who this community already is, but it's growing very fast. So as we grow, I want to make sure that these values are supported and ongoing, right? So curiosity is one of them, generosity, exploration, collaboration, be willing to work with people, inclusion related, and empathy. You know, there's a lot of fear right now. There's a lot of anger. So, you know, all those people that are like, I don't want to hear about your stupid AI stuff. They're scared, right? And if we can demystify it and make it safe for them, then the world's going to be a better place. Lunashtick just finished number 80. I have published 80 GPTs for public use since November 6th. That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. In the community section, there's a show and tell. So one of the really cool, fun things about these lives is that the show and tell section of the AI Salon kind of becomes a jam session during these lives. And it's also where people are sharing their GPTs and they're sharing what they're learning in making images and making songs and making videos. And it's just this amazing, vibrant place. Oh, Danielle made me a Tucker. So I had a black lab named Tucker. He was the best. And so this is a thing she's been making with a puppy and the older dog in the reflection in the shadow. That one looks like Tucker. So go check that out. But go to AI Tools and Resources. This list at AI Tools and Resources is still loading. We'll look at Tucker for a bit more, apparently. Come on, Internet. I wonder if I just lost my internet. Come on. Okay. AI Tools and Resources. So so what this is in AI Tools and Resources, this is a list of the things that if you're just getting started, or even if you're not, if you're if you're into this for a while, this is a fairly long list. This has got 9 different large language models that I think are worth you paying attention to. It's got image generation tools, it's got video generation tools, 3D tools, it's got people to follow, so it's a bunch of stuff. But the very first thing I have here is ChatGPT. And I talk about ChatGPT 3.5, the free version of it still has a lot to play with. It's got these things called custom instructions. It's got conversational GPT, which if you download the iOS or the Android app of the official ChatGPT app, not one of the fakers, make sure you get the real one from OpenAI, you can actually talk to ChatGPT, have a conversation with it. That's pretty amazing. And then GPT-4, there's all these different things that it does on top of 3.5. So just go, look at this, and then I would encourage you to scroll through this list and explore all these different tools. These are all ones that I promise you are not a waste of your time. There are a lot of tools that are a waste of your time. All right, everyone I try to talk to is afraid of AI, to have fun with it. What do you say to them? So Shadow Ranger, it's a great question. The first thing that I do with people that are afraid of AI and dismiss it is I acknowledge, I try to go into a place of empathy, and I acknowledge that, yeah, it probably seems really scary. And yeah, we've seen movies for 50 years telling us that the robots are going to kill us. Absolutely. And then the thing that I do the most is, here's what I can promise you. You can't convince someone with words. Not even convince. You can't describe to someone with words, in my opinion, I haven't figured out a way to do it yet, what AI is and why it's exciting. And I don't mean AI in general. I mean generative AI. The AI that we've been playing with since November 30th of 2022. The ChatGPT, right? This sort of consumer grade interface sitting on top of these incredibly powerful machine learning tools. It is it's impossible to describe. Because if you say, well, you ask it anything and it tells you anything, or it can program, or it can make a table, or it can write a poem, like it just all sounds like horse shit. So the only way that I've found to sort of crack through the noise of someone's fear is to make it relevant to them. And so if you know someone, right, and you say, oh, I'm really into AI, like, well, I hate AI, or I'm scared of it, or just they're pissy about it. Well, I'm tired of you talking about that AI stuff. What I do is I acknowledge their fear. I acknowledge that, yeah, you know what? These tools are janky. They don't spell right. They're not perfect. But you want to see something cool? And then what I'll try to do is I'll try to do something that is relevant to that person. So if I know that they're into gardening, for example, I did this one night. I was at a small business class for the United Way, or for, I think it was the United Way. And so it was small business people, and they didn't know what AI was. And so I was talking, and some of them were sitting with their arms crossed like this. And, these are small business people. They're worried about like payroll and, accounting and stuff like that. They weren't necessarily hopping up and down about AI. And I said, someone in here, tell me your business. And she said, oh, I've got a gardening business. I said, oh, okay, cool. And I popped open ChatGPT and I said, create a gardening plan for this time of year in Denver, for a customer who isn't really into gardening and doesn't have time to tend to their garden. And then it generated a whole gardening plan in like that. And her response, like her mouth literally dropped open. She went like this. And then she goes, that's what I do every day. and like in that moment, because she knows what it takes to do a gardening plan for a client, and she watched this stupid tool on a computer screen just fucking knock it out in 10 seconds, it brought it to life for her. So I think that's the way to do it. The other thing I'll do is I have like a bag of what I call parlor tricks in my pocket. With ChatGPT, and they're just dumb things that if I don't know the person, or if they're just like, Kyle, what is this AI stuff? You seem to know a lot about AI. Just what is it? What is it? Is it just like, it's just like Google, right? It looks like Google. Is it just like Google? And I'm like, well, the interface is like Google, but it's much deeper than that. And I'll say, for example, let's ask it to explain quantum mechanics in an M&M wrap. And then it will. And they go, oh. And then I'll show them another one where I'll create a table comparing two things, and it writes and formats a table. And then I'll show that it writes code. And even if you don't know anything about computer programming, when you watch it write code, you're like, oh, that's kind of impressive. And then they immediately go, but does it work? And then after I sort of crack the ice with the parlor tricks, then I'll ask them, well, tell me something you're into. And that's kind of what we do here in these lives is, I'll just have someone pop in and ask a question. I'll say, well, let's go play with that. And so I'll just ask people what they're into and then kind of run down the rabbit hole. And more often than not, within 5 minutes or so, I can get someone to their first Kevin Mcallister moment, right? Their first. And that's just fucking joy, right? Because when someone gets in their head how different this is than how they've used computers in the past, you kind of can't unsee it. I mean, if you're in here with any regularity, you understand that innately, right? Very deeply. But I think the most important thing is we just need to acknowledge people where they are. It's one of the reasons that the last value for the AI Salon is empathy. That, judging people for not being into AI ain't the way to their hearts. some of the fear is very justified, right? If I've been a copywriter for 25 years and I see that this tool comes along that writes fucking ad copy and I stop getting jobs, I'm going to be pretty pissed off about it. A lot of artists right now are really pissed off about this stuff. A lot of musicians right now are terrified of this and really pissed off about it. Like, that's not... those feelings are not invalid. Like, those emotions are not insignificant. They're really, really important. Everyone, including myself, I mean, I went through the better part of this past year in fairly significant existential crisis about my business. I've got an automated video storytelling platform that doesn't use AI for its automation, by the way, where the automated editing is one of our value propositions. And along comes this technology that's going to automate everything, including editing, including storytelling. A core part of what I've spent 11 and a half years building is going to be valueless within a year. Relatively. There's other things that it does that go up in value, but like, this shit's scary. And so acknowledging that and acknowledging sort of where people are, I think, is critical. And you know, fucking make fun of AI. Like go, yeah, it's janky. This is janky ass software. Like, it's not ready for prime time. You know, you're absolutely right to question it. But in the meantime, you want to see something cool? And then just show them something cool. And get someone to their first Kevin Mcallister moment, and just everything for them changes at that point. I haven't seen... I'm trying to think. I've seen a handful of people that sort of pull back from it because they realize it's getting so good that they really have to think about what their art is and what they want to do. And then they're going to come back to AI. I've seen a little bit of that pullback, but it's not like... It's not the same kind of fear. It's a different kind of fear. It's more like an evaluation of, okay, what are my priorities right now? And then some people really lean into it after that, and some people pull back. And like that, I totally respect. But the thing that drives me fucking batty is when people are just like angry about it and they've never tried it. And that's why I have this channel. All right, my mom's husband is writing a cookbook. I turned him on to 3.5, and it was all downhill from there. Exactly, yeah. So what's that? Accountable watch. Yeah, exactly. Like, someone's working on a cookbook, and you're like, oh, you want to see something? Make me a recipe about, you know, with chili that uses peanut butter and bison. Out it comes. Holy shit! How did it know that? How can we find you on Mighty Networks? So you go to... on Mighty Networks, it's aisalon.mn.co, or you can go to thesalon.ai, and it's the fourth link. The fourth link on this page goes to the Mighty Networks page. All right. Let's see. Let me go through some comments here, because I'm still a little shook. You guys know that I don't do well with sometimes I get blindsided. So if you weren't here earlier, I got surprised with a very large parcel of gifts, including a bottle of Blanton's, which is kind of the holy grail bourbon for me, and I am very, very giddy and happy. You might explain what Kevin Mcallister moments are for newbies. Okay, I will. Sorry, I've cracked ice in my mouth now. If you remember the movie Home Alone, Kevin Mcallister is the main character. In the very first movie, when he's having fun in the house, he puts on his dad's aftershave, right, and goes, ah! That moment. When you're first starting to use AI, invariably, you'll have a moment that's your holy shit moment. It's just, it like, and I don't know anyone who's really tried AI. Like, there's a difference between, I went to ChatGPT once and I typed in something, and yeah, I used it. No, there's a difference between that and using it long enough to have ChatGPT do something that you deeply understand. And when it does something that you understand, and you see how fast it does it and how well it does it, that's generally a Kevin Mcallister moment. That's generally this moment where you're just like, oh, it does that? Should I look for a new job? It's not always pleasant, right? But it's always impactful. Accountable watch. I'm not afraid anymore. Exactly. There's something about playing with these tools. They are a lot less scary when you use them. You see that they're imperfect. You see that they're janky. You see that they're just tools. You also see that when they get much better, some shit's going to change for all of us. And so there's this, it's not a linear path with I saw that Apple's going to launch Siri as an AI assistant. That's interesting, Kayla. Yeah, I've been dreading that. I think they should retire Siri and just start a new thing. But listen, it's their brand. Yeah, that's really interesting. It's not a linear path with this AI stuff. It's very kind of cyclical. Where one of the things that generative AI does is it empowers you. It empowers your humanity. If you have always wanted to draw, but you suck at drawing, but you have visions for what you would draw if you had the talent, you can do that now. If you can draw like a motherfucker, but you're not good with the words, and you thought it'd be swell if you could write a poem someday, now you can. If you were not good at programming, now you are. If you were not good at English literature, comparative literature, now you are. And so there's the sort of upslope of the experience is, holy crap, I can do so much. Like it totally opens up your mind. And so there are phases of it where it's like empowering and uplifting, and you're like, oh my God, the world is my oyster. Ah! You're singing with your dog. Everything's happy with the world. And then there's other times where you're like, wait a minute, if this tool gets much better, what is that whole industry going to do? And then you kind of go down the slope of like, oh shit's going to change. And then you go back up, and then you go down. And it's very much like that. That would be similar to banning computers because typewriter manufacturers and repair shops would lose their business. Yeah. Oh, so that's the other thing. One of the things I try to do in here, I am clearly an optimist for this stuff, right? But I don't want, like, this is not blind optimism. I try to be realistic in here, as realistic as I can. And one of the things I actually try to avoid, it's not completely avoidable in a lot of ways, is any judgment around, is it good or bad that we have AI? Is AI good or bad? Is AI good or evil? Like all of those argue. Do we have AGI, artificial general intelligence, or not? Have we passed the Turing test or not? There's all sorts of esoteric, and some of them are important. Some of the ethical things are not esoteric. They're actually important conversations. But they're essentially those conversations are independent of the fact that these tools are here and they're not going away. So what I'm trying to make this channel about is assuming that my hypothesis is right, that these tools, we're not in a hype cycle, and this is not like NFTs and crypto bros where they deserve to go sit in the corner for a couple of years. This AI stuff is not going away. In fact, it's here, and it's getting better fast, and it's accelerating. If that's the case, we can have all the conversation about ethics and responsibility and safety and privacy we want. And we need to understand what it is. We need to understand what's here. We need to understand what's coming. The only way to do that is to use it. And so I try to avoid, conversations about, well, should we have AI? It doesn't matter. It's here. And then, and when you use it, it removes some of the power of your fantasy, right? Your fantasy of what AI is. Do you think AI will get banned to some country to keep jobs? Oh, banned in some countries to keep jobs. No, I don't. Because what governments are going to, it may get banned in some countries because it puts too much power in the hands of individuals. If you're in a country where, power of the individual is frowned upon, I could see it being banned for that. But it won't be banned for an economic thing like to protect the buggy industry from the evil internal combustion engine vehicles, right? I think companies or countries, governments recognize that a key to increasing productivity is going to be these tools. So I don't see it being done like that. I think in some industries, you're going to absolutely see what I'm calling Kodak moments. We've got Kevin Mcallister moments and we've got Kodak moments. And my definition of Kodak moments are not the one where you're standing, with a sunset behind you and you take a lovely picture of it. I'm talking about the Kodak moment where the team that invented the digital camera walked into the C-suite of Kodak and said, "Hey, bosses, we've invented the digital camera. What do you think?" And the bosses at Kodak sat back with their cigar and their whiskey. They're like, "Listen, boy, I don't know what this ridiculous digital camera, what these pixels are, but we're in the silver halide business. This is about chemicals, boy. Get out of my office with that silly thing. You got to put batteries in a camera to take a picture. How do you look at them? Oh, you look at them on a computer screen. That's hilarious. This is about photographic paper and film, boy. Get out of here." We're going to see Kodak moment after Kodak moment after Kodak moment from 2024 to 2027. We're going to see big companies absolutely try to legislate internally their way around this shit. That's not the business we're in. And they're going to get fucking blindsided. It's going to be astounding. It's sort of the corporate grab your popcorn. We're entering the corporate grab your popcorn era. It's going to be crazy. All right. It's an equalizer. It's absolutely an equalizer. It's not only an equalizer. Well, that's a really interesting. How do you categorize it? It democratizes capability and knowledge. You don't have to go get a 4-year degree to learn a new area of knowledge. You've got instant access to that knowledge. Did someone say Blanton's caramel popcorn? Oh, I don't know. Did they? Tasty. Yes. It's so good. It's really good. It's really good. I work for a startup and they're embracing AI. Awesome. I'll tell you what, startups that embrace AI are going to be able to kick the shit out of some incumbents that resist this stuff. This is going to be a really exciting time. And it's like, as much as I joke about the Kodak moment and the blowhard C-suite people, there's absolutely going to be that. What that means is opportunity for young companies and nimble Small companies, if a big company resists for 3 months or 6 months, small companies are going to have massive opportunity to go get a bunch of clients. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Wild, wild, wild. I tried 10 different phrasings, always the same dumb answer. You mean in putting a prompt together for ChatGPT? So hang on a sec. Remember to make your cowboy face movie. Okay, I'll do that, Tobias. Okay, here's the thing about prompting. So the way you described it gives me a little hint why something may be happening. Google searches for the past 15 or 20 years have trained us to put kind of the minimum amount into the Google search bar to get the best results. ChatGPT and all large language models are kind of the opposite in terms of their behavior. Large language models do better when you give them lots of context. So rather than just saying, write me a business plan for my startup about, shaving dogs, whatever it is, give it context. I want you to act as a business consultant that works with startups in the pet grooming industry. Here's my background. Here's my company's background. Here's what the company is called. Here's the town we live in and what's going on here economically and this and that. Can you help me write the outline of a business plan for this business? And then it will be much better. Giving the large language model that context. The way these things work is they've been trained on so much data that if you just give it a thin, generic prompt, like a simple little phrase, it sort of amalgamates all of what's been on the internet for 40 years into a kind of generic, shitty answer. But if you give it all this other context, it narrows its knowledge window increasingly. And so when it's writing your answer, it's writing it from a much more focused data set, for lack of a better term. It's not quite how it works, but it's in the neighborhood. Okay, let me get a couple more comments here. I asked AI why there's a speed limit on spooky action at a distance. Couldn't even get close to an answer. Well, let's go try that. Kyle, what would you consider to be the next step to learn after GPTs? What's the next level? Well, I would say keep making GPTs and get increasingly sophisticated with them. Like Daisy's made 80 of them now. And some of the ones she's been describing recently are pretty sophisticated. Like the knowledge sets, the knowledge, the data that she's putting into her GPTs is what's making them special. So it's a combination of learning the prompting, doing that. I would say learning to add actions to GPTs. So actually using the API interface for GPTs is a good next action. I would also say really starting to get your head around what's happening with video, audio, the avatar animations and synthesis. All that sort of stuff is important to learn. So it's not just ChatGPT. I'd say go beyond that. And then I think that the real answer is that, like, the answer isn't always in learning other technologies. Maybe the next thing after learning GPTs is go find a business that needs help and see if and offer to help them for free or for really cheap, and just let them know, hey, I'm learning AI. I know that you've got marketing issues. I want to teach myself how to do marketing at a world-class level using ChatGPT. Are you willing to be my guinea pig? Like switch from the technology to the real world application of it. I feel like you learn way more when you're solving a problem than when you're just trying to read the manual, right? And there are no manuals right now, but it's just like, if you're just trying to learn, like, what is ChatGPT? What's it good at? What's it not good at? Let me think of all the ways that I could prompt it to try to figure out what it's good at or not. You don't learn nearly as much doing that. Lord, digital gods, thank you for the ruses. You don't learn nearly as much doing that as when you say, I'm working for a pizza company and we just wrote a bunch of ads and the owner hated them. All right, how do I do this better so that the owner loves them? Are APIs like IFTT or shortcuts? They're sort of like that gravity jump. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. IFTT and Zapier and Make, these automation tools, they use a lot of APIs. Basically what an API is an API lets this service talk to this service from a computer standpoint. So if you want your GPT to talk to Google Maps, to put a pin on a map from some location your GPT found for a vacation spot, then you would use the Google Maps API to connect your GPT with Google Maps and place that pin. So it just allows two pieces of software to talk to one another. And then IFTT, Zapier, and Make, they put kind of a friendly front end on top of APIs so that you don't have... If you're a programmer, you have to code APIs. What Zapier does and what IFTT does is they hide all of that shit, and you just sort of connect this Lego block to that Lego block. But what's happening underneath it is there's code where those APIs are talking to one another. So it's in the neighborhood. Are GPTs only good for getting information from a company website? No, they've got full access to all of the capabilities of GPT-4. So they can make images. They can see images. Like you can upload an image to a GPT. Corey Sandler from Corey Sandler Pottery made a GPT where you upload an image of your face without glasses, and then it will sort of recreate your face with wacky glasses on it. And you can describe the kind of glasses you want. It's a sort of glasses making thing. You can also, you can point a GPT to a website as the knowledge base, but you can also upload PDFs of knowledge to the GPT. All right? What are the cards you have in your picture-in-picture? Those are so one of the inside jokes with the AI Learning Lab are we have the AI Learning Lab Zoo. So we have hedgehogs and turtles and llamas, and there's been a lot of controversy lately with people trying to add rogue animals to the AI Learning Lab Zoo. Like Cindy Kuhn has added raccoons. She got in through a technicality. It was not a popular decision. There were a lot of protests. So these were I forget who did this. But these were an attempt to say, here's how we could organize the AI Learning Lab animals with trading cards, which I thought was cute. Just a silly little action. All right. I love solving problems. That's my art. Oh, that's Amelia'S Wife's art. Oh, that's right, Amelia'S Wife. Yeah, exactly. So, and I think it's actually a great idea. I mean, and we are certainly in an era where you're going to be able to just, if you want to come up with cards like these and have them printed, you'll just be able to knock it out over a weekend. Have I ever told you how good Blanton's is? I'm a small business. Awesome creative roots. Awesome. Right now, I'm creating a task management tool using Google Sheets and Zapier and GPT. Super cool. You know what I did the other day, Drew, is for the translation product that I'm putting together for Storyvine, I created a GPT where I take the text from the lower third graphics in a video. So, introduction and, my diagnosis and whatever the text is that shows up on screen when a person's telling their story. So I created a spreadsheet where you pop in the English, and then the top row, you put in all the different languages you want those lower thirds translated into, and it just does all the translations. So you pop in the English lower thirds, and it's just like, here's Spanish, here's German, here's Japanese, here's Hindi, here's this, here's that. And it's just magical. It just goes like, calculating or whatever it says, and it just goes, and it just populates the thing. Absolutely amazing. Creative Roots. I got inspired to start an ebook after your last live. Creative Roots. Okay, so listen. I don't know if Jim Ross is in here tonight, but you should check out a dude named Jim Ross, who's in the self-storage business, right? It seems like the last thing you'd think about with AI. Jim's like a total baller with this stuff. Like, he's been using ChatGPT since it came out. And he comes to these lives a lot. And what he does is he does just what you did. So he's got a book now because on one of my lives, I said something about starting an ebook. And while I was talking about it, he was making one. and then, like, within a day, he had written an ebook about his whole philosophy of how do you like buy and manage these self-storage businesses. And so, like, a week later, he's like, Kyle, I got a book. I'm like, what are you talking about? He showed me a picture of it. He goes, I made this book. And so he's taken, like, all the ideas we have in here, and he just applies them to his business regularly. And, like, anywhere he's learning, he's just a sponge. And he just tries it out. So one night I was in here, and I was showing off Suno, which is this tool that makes these stupid songs, right? You just give it a topic, and it'll write a song with lyrics, right, and sing it for you. And so while I was talking about it, he had just gotten out of a meeting with someone, and he thought, I know, I'll send them a song. And so he went to Suno and wrote a song about them working together and, you know, succeeding in the storage business together, sent him the song, and 5 minutes later, they wrote him back an email and said, you're hired. Like, or, you know, we're in, the deal's done. So, so you should connect with Jim Ross. You can find him on LinkedIn. He's just a really good guy. And he's just like fucking leaning into this stuff and having a blast with it. And it's working. Let's see, Pate Motter. I worked on a team in Alexa focused on preventing brand damaging something. Yeah, Pate, if you're so Pate works for Google. Pate knows this stuff from the technical side really well. I work in the AI industry and I'm pretty familiar with this stuff. We avoid health stuff. GPTs. There are 3 industries that GPTs are basically saying don't do anything with these 3 industries, and it's financial services, healthcare, and what was the third one? It's another regulated industry. I forget what it was, but you should go look at the politics was the other one. Raccoons rock. I got inspired to start an ebook. That's awesome. Stacy Braca, I'm out of control, Kyle. I've not slept in 24 hours. I also created and am now framing artwork. It's not a problem. This is what happens, right? When you have your Kevin Mcallister moment with AI, when you go, I remember when I was first getting into this, this was like last January or February, I had multiple nights where I woke up at 4 a.m, like, ping! I gotta do this. And I threw open my laptop and went straight to ChatGPT and started doing stuff. Like, there's something, these tools are doing things to my brain. They are expanding my brain. Kevin Mcallister moments. That's true. Yeah, I like the Kevin McAllister. My first Kevin McAllister moment happened in December of 22. Like the first week in December. Right after ChatGPT came out, and in 90 minutes I had written a fully functional Python application that was making API calls to OpenAI. And I've never written a line of Python in my life. Still haven't. That was my first one where I was like, oh shit, like the world's different. I don't care what anyone says at this point. They can poo-poo it all they want. When you've experienced something like that, if you've ever tried to teach yourself a programming language and just get past hello world, even to get to hello world, and then you just instantly generate a Python application with no effort, little effort, it's a mind-blowing thing. And then, yeah, it's ongoing Kevin Mcallister moments. We are adding a Blanton's horse to the zoo, I hope. Oh, we should absolutely add a Blanton's horse to the zoo. So if you don't know about the Blanton's horses, so there's an early filmmaker named Edward Muybridge, and he's the one that did the famous film of the horse running. It was where they first realized that there are moments where all four legs of a horse are off the ground. And so the Blanton's cork stoppers are the different frames of Edward Muybridge's things. And on each topper is a letter, and if you collect them all, it spells Blanton's, and it makes the full animation, which is super cool. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Great photography moment, so cool. Yay, horses! Yeah, I think we should add a Blanton's horse. But here's the deal with the Blanton's horse. So we've got gummy bears, and we've got blue rubber duckies. Thanks to Google, to Gemini. I think with the Blanton's horse, they should either be brass or they should always be on a cork stopper, like a horse on a cork stopper. Thank you, Cher Bear. I didn't realize that was the same horse. Yeah, that was it. Someone did something and deleted malicious code. Recently, my domain provider took all my domains down. Cause malware code. GPT wrote a Python script to scan all the files, thousands, and deleted the malicious code. Amazing. That's so if you're in that place of I don't know what to make ChatGPT make, one of the things that it's good at, I think it's actually better at this than generating stuff wholesale. It's really good at analyzing other documents. I've uploaded screenplays, and it analyzes the shit out of my screenplays. You can upload code and tell it to find the bugs in the code. In this case, Jonathan Bai had it scan a bunch of code and find malicious code within the code. Holy shit, right? It's really good at that. We'll have to do a marathon of GPT and integration tools at some point. Yeah, so Drew, I'm gonna definitely get my shit together with APIs because I think they're going to get much easier to implement, but I think it's so important for this community to understand that you don't need to be a programmer to do really sophisticated applications. You can do it with Zapier right now, but you still got to think like a programmer. We are very quickly getting into the place where these GPTs are going to get very, very sophisticated, and you're not going to have to know a lot of tech to be able to do it. But you are going to have to be able to think conceptually like, hey, if someone's talking about, ordering something from Amazon, wouldn't it be nice if we could actually just connect to the Amazon ordering API and make that happen? Right? So, yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a good call. All right, so listen, I promised we would turn Hottie McCowboy into something. And then I got so rudely interrupted with a lovely parting gift. Or not parting gift, anniversary gift. Wait, where was I? Oh, I was here. And I was here. All right. So we're going to take this dude. Did I already export him? I think I did. And we're going to chop off Remini at the bottom because we don't want this to be a giant Remini ad. So that cowboy, I made that. There's this app called Remini that does like headshots, and that was one of the models you could choose as a cowboy. And I'm like, well, that's going to be dumb. And it made that, and I'm like, I am pretty good looking. All right, let's see. Did I do it in downloads or desktop? I think I did it in desktop. Do I have cowboy? Guess not. All right, export one photo. Yeah, I must have done this. Is that desktop? We'll go export. All right. Let me go over here now. There's Cowboy. Let's open that up. We're going to crop it. boom, 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 like that. We're going to go tools, crop. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this here handsome feller. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Want to ride my stallion? Okay, so what are we going to do here? What are we going to do first? We're going to bring him to life. So let's go to ChatGPT. Always a good place to start. We'll go to ChatGPT. Say, you are an advertising copywriter that specializes in dude ranches, and I want you to write a script for a short 30-second commercial where a cowboy invites people to ride the stallions at the dude ranch in suggestive language full of double entendres. Sure. All right, let's see. Rugged cowboy stands in a picturesque field. That's what we have. Look. There he is. Rugged cowboy standing in a picturesque field. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just looking for a new... Oh, come on, regenerate. Come on. Come on, ChatGPT. Don't give up on me now. All right. Howdy, folks. Ever dreamt... Howdy, folks. Ever dreamt of mounting a real stallion? Here at the ranch name, our stallions are not just for show. They're strong, sturdy, and always ready for a real wild ride. Feel the power between your legs. Oh, this is solid. we'll just stop it right there. Wait, let's see. Let me see. Make it a bit shorter and just make it a single paragraph. Oh, with a sly grin. Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at... Wait, let's come up with the ranch name. Let's... Give me 10 dude ranch names that lean into the double entendre. And by the way, as the... Ross here, the Stallions are here for the stock show. Oh, that's true. Yeah, so in Denver, they just started the stock show. So when was it? Thursday or Friday? The big Longhorns were walking through the streets of Denver. The Saddle Up Serenade Ranch, Wild Whispers, no, Riding High Retreat, Bucking Beauty, Stirrup and Stride, Mountain Moan Meadows. that's just too on the nose. Horseplay Homestead. Spur and Sigh Sanctuary. These are give me 10 more. Oh, but what I was saying is, one of the reasons I do silly shit in here is that the value of playing with these tools, like just dick around with it and play. I learn so much in... I'll do something that I think is silly and ridiculous, and then all of a sudden it'll generate a result where I'm like, oh, that's really good. And then before I know it, I've got some fully fleshed out idea. And you also just learn how to use the tools in increasingly, deep ways. Canter and Caress Cap, Galloping Glee Grounds, Rope and Rapture Ranch. Bridal... All right, make it more about the stallions than the sexual innuendo. Absolutely. 10 ranch names. Stallion Spirit. Noble Steed. Valiant Trot Trails. Thunder Hoof Haven. My Stallion Spirit. Here at the Stallion Spirit Ranch. Okay. Okay, rewrite the script with the name Stallion Spirit Ranch as the name of the ranch. Yeah, so all right. So what we're going to do here, there's a couple of ways I could do this. I could synthesize a voice, just pick a synthesized voice. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it in my funny southern accent or my cowboy accent. So I'm just going to record the audio, and then we're going to take that picture over to D-ID and we'll just use the recording that I record here. Oh. Make it shorter and just a single paragraph like you did before. Hey, Mr. K, good to see you. TK, what's happening? Good to see you. Janu, what's happening? Silver Fox, Dr. J. Can it write my book? It can write books. I'm in the middle of writing a chapter of a book right now where I took all my best practices for how to have it write. And now I'm going through and editing what it wrote, and I'm having to completely rewrite way more of it than I thought I would have to. So it can absolutely write a book. If you wanted to write a book that you're proud of, you're going to have to do a lot of work still. Welcome to Stallion Spirit Ranch, where legends roam and adventures await. Our stallions are more than just horses. They're your partners in an unforgettable journey of strength and spirit. No. Oh, God damn it. Please rewrite, adding back in the double entendres and the playful seductiveness. Good Lord, ChatGPT. Do you not understand anything we were talking about here? This is about comedy, people. Comedy. Oh, my God. And now it broke it into 2 paragraphs again. Jeez, Lordy. Welcome to Stallion Spirit Ranch, where our rides are as thrilling as our nights. No, we're going to go back to what we had before. Hang on, people. This is one of the things that you'll experience with ChatGPT is like you're going down a good place and then you take a little, detour and you try to come back to it and it can't come back. Here we go. Howdy, partner. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? All right, so we're going to go pop this into here. All right. And what did we call it? What did we call our ranch, people? What do we call the ranch? Stallion Spirit Ranch. Here it's Stallion Spirit Ranch. And if you're wondering what we're doing here, I'm going to take that picture and bring it to life. And so if we're going to bring it to life, it's got to say something. And we could have it just say anything, but that guy needs to say something very particular. Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager, and ready for some fun. Yeah, this is good. Whether you're an experienced rider or just looking for a new kind of excitement, we promise a ride that'll leave you breathless. So saddle up and join us for an unforgettable adventure where every turn is a new temptation. Yeehaw. Okay, good. Awesome. We got a script posted in news. What's posted in news? Should I go look now? What's in news? Did the world just change? Daisy Thomas, what is this news? I was going to talk about the new Apple, what is it? M something X? What is this? Why can I not? Oh, ChatGPT statistics. Is this the one that 180 million monthly users, 100 million weekly? Spend 700 grand a day. The 700 grand a day. So ChatGPT is forecasted to generate revenue of $1 billion in 2024. Spend $700,000 a day. $700,000 a day comes out to roughly 225,000 or 225 million or 250 million. So it's essentially a quarter of the $1 billion in revenue. So there was kind of a brouhaha a few months ago where that $700,000 a day number came out, and they're like, ChatGPT is going to be bankrupt by 2024. They're spending $700,000 a day. Well, they're making $1 billion, so they're making 4 times more than they're spending, at least on sort of daily compute cost. I know they're spending things on, things like, say, salaries, which they're not. They're spending a lot of money on salaries. 1.77. 7 nations, including China and Russia, cannot access ChatGPT. The fact that they're not putting how many subscribers they have in their top picks of their statistics tells me a lot. I think they've got somewhere between 250,000 and 1 million GPT-4 subscribers, which is low. It means we're still very early, people. Very, very, very early. All right. Anyway, let's get back to our cowboy. Shall we? Oh, yeah. Should he have a name? Cowboy Kyle just doesn't cut it. It's just not. It's got to be like Rex or some shit. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fire up QuickTime. And so in QuickTime, you can say new audio recording, and it just pops up a little audio recording box. And so I'm just going to do the audio recording and say this. Howdy, partners. Wait, let me take a sip of my whiskey here. I got to get in character. Howdy, partner. Life's tough. It's tough when you're stupid. Oh, I think the sound of the ice in the whiskey glass is good. All right, here we go. Howdy, partners. Ever fancied... Yeah, son of a bitch. Delete. New audio recording. All right, here we go, people. Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager, and ready for some fun. Whether you're an experienced rider or just looking for a new kind of excitement, we promise a ride that'll leave you breathless. So saddle up and join us for an unforgettable adventure where every turn is a new temptation. Yeehaw. All right, let's see if that's... Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager, and ready for some fun. Whether you're an experienced rider or just looking for a new kind of excitement, we promise a ride that'll leave you breathless. So saddle up and join us for an unforgettable adventure where every turn is a new temptation. Yeehaw. All right, fine. Good enough for government work, as they say. Which that phrase, good enough for government work, like, I bet people that work in government, they're like, hey, man, don't be a jerk. That's my work you're talking about. All right, save. Let's call this Stallion Spirit Cowboy. Okay. So we'll save that to the desktop because I have ADD and I don't feel like making subfolders because I am lazy. Why don't you come down here, Daisy? Hey, Daisy, what's happening? All right. So we're going to go to D-ID. This is the place we're going to go to bring this here picture to life. D-ID.com. Interfaces evolved. Meet the natural user interface. Honest to God, every time I log into these services, they've got a new interface. It's amazing how fast this stuff's evolving. All right, so here's how we do this. This is actually really quite simple. So here we are at our video library. This is a bunch of stuff that I've made. Like this is George Miller.
Spending the weekend before Christmas with friends is a heartwarming experience.
That's not right. This is George Miller.
Hi, I'm George Miller. My life's always been about simple pleasures.
All right. We're going to create a video. And we're going to upload our hot cowboy. Come over here, hot cowboy. Oh, yeah. You know, I got to get in shape. Because if I just if I just add a hat, some shades, and a little stubble, if if I didn't have 13 chins. All right. All right, there I are, or it are. There it is. Can I do this as a vertical video? I don't think I can. Oh, that's interesting. You can now change the emotional look to neutral, serious, surprise, or happy, which is good because sometimes it gets over happy. All right, let's see. So that's going to be the image that talks, and then you can either type in text and pick a voice, right? So you can. Do they have English Southern? I wonder if they do. They probably don't. But you just sort of select from a list of voices. You can preview them. Oh, add a script to say it. Here, we can grab that script.
Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling rock?
So we're not going to do that. We're going to upload audio. So upload your own audio. And then we're going to grab that audio that we just recorded. And then we're going to say generate video. And this is it. So basically, all of that rambling I've been doing for the past 15 minutes about writing the script, that was just about having something to say. Technically, how you make these things is quite simple. You have the script and you have it do the talking, or you record audio and then you just upload it and say generate video. And this is it. Bang. And so it's going to go make that now. And pretty soon we're going to have that silly little Brokeback Ranch. Oh, Brokeback Ranch. Oh my God, that's the name of it. Oh, Phoenix Reborn. God dang it. That's the name of the ranch. Stallion Spirit. It's Brokeback Ranch. Oh, so good. Kyle, I feel like sometimes it operates alongside the working hours. Wait, I feel some days it operates alongside. It's like spot on for hours. Take a break, and then it gets stupid. Well, ChatGPT, all of these tools, every single one of these AI tools is this weird combination of it's fucking brilliant beyond compare, and then you go to show it to someone and it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm just a big dum-dum. And it's so maddening right now. The lack of predictability in consistent outcomes is my single greatest frustration with these tools right now. And that's if you're in here and you're kind of new to this stuff, one of the things I talk a lot about in here is don't take any of this shit too seriously. Don't take it too seriously if it's really good, what you create, or don't take it too seriously if it's really bad, what you create, because everything's evolving all the time. And these tools were very, very early. So just expect that these things are going to get better over time. But lack of consistency right now is my single biggest complaint about these. All right.
Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager, and ready for some fun. Whether you're an experienced rider or just looking for a new kind of excitement, we promise a ride that'll leave you breathless. So saddle up and join us for an unforgettable adventure where every turn...
I sound like Bush Jr.
Yeehaw.
W. I sound like W. Unforgettable adventure. And notice there's some jankiness with his hat. Like watch this part of his hat right here. Like it moves over here, but this part of his hat never moves.
Howdy, partners. Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager, and ready for some fun. Whether you're an experienced rider or just looking for a new kind of excitement, we promise.
And also, my eyes are blinking. The glasses lenses are blinking a little bit.
Unforgettable adventure where every turn is a new temptation. Yeehaw.
I guess I should download this and post it to show and tell. No, I'm not gonna. People are gonna be like, well, he's mighty full of himself. He made like this hot cowboy version of himself and he put it up there. And it's like, does he think people really want to see that? I'll just leave it in D-ID. Anyway, that's how you do that shit. Crazy, right? Are we doing the movie? I don't know, Mr. IT. I think what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll start tomorrow. I'll think about it tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go dig up my old screenplays, and I'm gonna figure out. I think Salmon Flying East is interesting because it's got flashbacks to Vietnam. It's set in the Pacific Northwest, which is really beautiful. It's the first screenplay I wrote, so that one kind of makes sense. But I've got one called Fight Game. It's a boxing / courtroom drama movie. I've got one called Virtue. It's kind of like a Manchurian Candidate with virtual reality, and like the technology for Virtue is you some of the stuff that they've announced in the past year with what they're doing with brains right now takes the idea that we had in my sci-fi movie and it makes it possible. It's like, holy shit. So post it, please. I'd like to add it to my list of parlor tricks. Okay. All right, let me download it.
Howdy, partners.
For you, Source Camp,
Fancied a thrilling
anything.
Ride. Here at Stallion Spirit Ranch, our stallions are more than just a pretty sight. They're strong, eager.
I wish I hadn't stumbled on that one word, but whatever. Everything's janky these days, huh? Where did I download it? Downloads? Yeah.
Howdy, partners.
All right. You asked for it. Wait, how do we... Doesn't Mighty Networks fuck up videos? Maybe I should put it on... Can I get hired already, Blantons? That's really good. That's awesome. These are cool. This is really good. I'm really glad we did horse as as an addition to the zoo, because these are just slim. Digital gods, Lord Digital Gods. I gave you the title of Lord on top of Digital Gods, and this is the thanks I get. Oh, that's rough. I don't know if you know it, but do you know what I really look like? Do you? I look like that. That's what I really look like. So, just for point of reference, this is not me. That's what I've found about generative AI. With whatever my face shape is, it takes it one of two directions. This is one of the directions, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good looking. And then this is the other of the directions. Where is it? The whale. All right. Let me see if I can upload a video without it looking weird. Or not looking weird, like not previewing. The video is processing and will finish soon. So I'll say avatar test with audio recording. And let's see, image from Remini, animation from d-id.com. Remini app. All right, it looks like it's gonna. So I'm gonna put videos. I'll put irregulars. It looks like it's gonna preview it in here. So I'll post it. We're not gonna notify the entire network. Can I play it here? It pops it up over here. That's okay.
Howdy, partners.
All right.
Ever fancied a thrilling ride? Here it's...
And actually, you know what I should do is I should put music behind that, like a good music-y kind of thing. But whatever. That at least gives you the... It at least gives you a ridiculous... Crazy. How about create a book about AI from the future, and I'm asking about technology in 20 years? You could absolutely do that. That would be I think it would be good at that. You literally made the trailer for your science fiction screenplay in less than an hour. I didn't know. I made a trailer for... It wasn't science fiction, that one. Salmon Flying East is it's like a war drama. Deception and stuff. Yeah, I want to think about what I want to do with screenplays and movie making. But I think doing something... I think doing something over time, like over a series of either I do 2 nights a week where I just focus on that, or I just say fuck it and the live becomes about filmmaking for a week or two. I think that could actually be interesting, where rather than just kind of going random, who wants to talk about what, we just do a deep dive on something. I don't know. You created a picture yourself as a cowboy using DALL-E 3. It was actually using Remini. What was that? Then wrote a script, then recorded the script and uploaded it to D-ID. Then I lost you. So within D-ID, Ross, I just upload that audio file that I recorded and hit generate movie. That's it. You upload the picture, upload the audio, say generate movie. Mr. President, no, Mighty Networks. Kyle, tell about AI Salon. Oh, okay. All right, so if you are new to this AI space, especially if you are a person who... It seems like you're the only one into this AI stuff, and you're like, I keep talking about it, and everyone thinks I'm a weirdo. Or no one at work wants me to talk about it anymore because it's all I talk about. My family's ready to disown me. Then this is a group for you. So the AI Salon is a community that I started the week after ChatGPT came out. So it's been around for a while. We just moved the home base of the AI Salon from Discord to Mighty Networks about a month and a half ago. AI Learning Lab Film Festival. Yeah, exactly. I think what might be fun, Amelia'S Wife, is to do is I'll kind of set it up and say, here's what I'm going to do. And then, have people follow along with whatever their project is. I don't know. But it could be an interesting idea. So anyway, the AI Salon is, I've been an entrepreneur for decades, and I started one of the early digital agencies in the mid-90s, a company called Agency.com. Built a lot of websites for the Fortune 500, and the mid-90s, we started Agency.com in 1994, and I also started this group called the World Wide Web Artist Consortium. I was living in New York at the time, and the World Wide Web Artist Consortium became the place in New York City. If you were part of the internet scene, you were part of this group. Because what that group understood was that everyone's trying to figure this shit out. No one has the answers. So we met every 2 weeks and just talked about this shit and supported one another and held companies that were trying to bamboozle us accountable for writing shitty software. It was really amazing. We had meetings every 2 weeks in the Sony headquarters. Sony gave us free access. They had a boardroom at Sony headquarters on Fifth Avenue that held 300 people, and it had this fucking massive square table. It was just amazing. And so every 2 weeks, 200 to 300 people would pile into this boardroom in Sony headquarters, and we would just talk about internet shit. That's what this group is. It's different now because a lot of it's virtual. But the Mighty Networks group is where you can go, you can share on show and tell, and there are guilds and things like that. So if you go to the salon.ai, the first 3 links on that site right now are about the project that we did last Saturday called Gpt For Good. The 4th link is to the Mighty Networks community. And so if you go to the Mighty Networks community, there's, it's like a lot of community sites, there's different categories, and then people here just sharing with one another. So when you first get there, check out the About the Salon section and learn about what we're about. And so there's, who we are, why we do what we do. Here's our values. So here's the kind of people that you're going to encounter here. And if these values resonate with you, this is going to be a good time. If these values don't resonate with you, probably not your people, and that's cool. But just, know that. Check that out. Then in the community section, go to the Introduce Yourself section and introduce yourself. One of our values is generosity. So hop in there and say, hey, I don't know shit, and please don't judge me, and we won't. Promise. It's a really supportive, amazing group. There's a water cooler discussion, show and tell. The AI Tools and Resources group has got a list of recommended tools, starting with ChatGPT, and this list goes on and on and on. And this is all stuff that I personally recommend this is stuff that won't waste your time. And this is easily a month's worth of rabbit holes, probably more like 6 months. And then there's guilds. So there's an AI 101 guild, an art guild, a writing guild, business. Matt and Stacy just launched the education guild. There's a video guild, healthcare. Pate from in here, who works at Google, has got the AI mechanics guild where you can geek out. All right? So that's what the salon's all about. So if you're looking for community around this AI stuff, or if you're looking for Blanton's caramel bourbon popcorn, you've come to the right place. That's tasty popcorn. It actually is really fucking tasty popcorn. And having the Blanton's caramel popcorn with an actual Blanton's doesn't suck. Oh my God. I like the deep dive idea, perfect for us ADHD mirroring types. I know, right? I think that's it, Barbara. I think I'll do that. Let's just go deep on something and not really worry about, if people are kind of lost, if they come in the middle of it. Because there's recordings. Where's my picture? Not that picture. Not that picture, dum-dum. There we go. Kyle, will you open up an AI salon with AI robots, pedicures, haircuts, and facials? You didn't know that's what it already is. What are you talking about? Yes. No, we are using the more heady definition of the term salon from the late 1800s. The intellectual gathering place, where you could also get a haircut and a facial and mani-pedi. Quick flick Paul, I made 2 more GPT for good Gpts today. Can I still add them to the list, or has that ship sailed? So what I would say, quick flick Paul, is reach out to Vicky on the AI Salon. I know she wants to kind of wind down maintaining the GPT for good site, but I think so I'd do 2 things. Share it in the show and tell channel, and then drop Vicky a note that you shared it there. And I think what she'll probably do is batch some things up, because a lot of people have been making GPTs all week, and we're actually going to add the instructions for how to make them into that GPT for Good directory. So yeah. So possible. It's not. I didn't think we would have a website. Like this was an idea that we put together in essentially a week and a couple of days. So we now have recordings. We now have a site and a directory, and the cheat sheet. So I really like that. I mean, the fact that we have the directory is really, really powerful, because we can now point to that and say, as a community, this is what we did. And I am really, really happy with it. Sounds so improper when you say, here's what we're going to do, Amelia'S Wife. Talk like that in a group of friends and see how it goes. Hey, she named herself that. I know her first name, but it's like, I try to respect people's handles in here. In the AI Salon, we actually do request that you use your real name, because we want to get to know each other. And that's actually an important part of that group. But in here, I try to respect people's handles, because, TikTok's fucking weird, and, people have their reasons for having their names how they are. Suno, good, Maricon-esque, Western music score. I know. I should score that thing. People who I'm around think it's scary. So Creative Roots, acknowledge that it is scary. That this stuff's scary. Acknowledge it. And say, and it's not perfect, and it's this, and it's that. And kind of disarm that part of their argument rather than try to convince them. And say, and it's remarkable. Want to see something cool? Not really. Fundamentally, I'm against AI. Oh yeah, I would be too if I were you. It's really a confusing mess, and it really could take us all out. Hey, you want to see something cool? Well, I don't even know what you mean by that. I don't know. What are you into? I like collecting Matchbox cars. Oh, okay. Watch. Catalog all the Matchbox cars from 1974. Make me a picture of a Matchbox car. Oh, it could do that? I didn't know it could do that. Can it do Hot Wheels? Just acknowledge their fears. Acknowledge that the robots are going to absolutely kill us. Agree with them. Acknowledge that AI steals from everyone and it's evil. And then ask them if they want to see something cool. You're absolutely right. It steals from everyone. Yep. We should flush it down the toilet. Hopefully they pass a law making all this AI stuff illegal. Want to see something cool? It's the only thing I've found, because you can't describe it to someone, especially when they're in that defensive place. no, but here's why it's not stealing. No, here's why it's cool. Here's why it's in there. If they're in that place of fear, then they don't hear a word you say. They have to discover it for themselves. Oh my God. Blanton's, sorry. So, all right. You bourbon purists out there, you're probably like, rocks, Kyle? No, not rocks. Crushed ice. There's one of two ways to go with whiskey, right? You go neat, which I don't like neat. I don't like it warm. There's something about cold liquid, cold with the spice of the alcohol that works for me. So I like it cold. I go crushed ice, and I like fill the glass with ice and then basically just cover it with the bourbon. It makes a slushy. It makes a whiskey slushy. And my favorite part of it is when it gets like it's all diluted and there's barely any ice there. And it's just like gooey and it's so good. It's so good. It's just like a little adult lollipop. Oh, we're often afraid of what we know. We're absolutely afraid of what we don't know, Creative Roots. The other thing about where we are right now is, Hollywood has trained us that AI is evil. We're also, on the tail end of a decade of anti-science rhetoric, right? So science is bad. Logic is bad. Scientists are bad. Technologists are bad. Crypto bros are bad. Everyone's out to get us. Fuck science. Fuck logic. Fuck smarts. Fuck brains, right? Like, that's the world we're in right now. So then into that world you go, hey, there's a magical thing that does all the things and it's going to take all our jobs. You want to see it? Fuck no. That sounds horrible, right? Like if there were a worse time for AI to show up in terms of receptibility of a technology, this would be the time. So it's just where it is. So I think we have to acknowledge that that's reality. I hear Blanton's has medicinal effects, said for entertainment purposes only. Blanton's is absolutely just, I only do it for calming the cough. Absolutely. Lord Digital Gods has reached member level 28. That's 5 levels away from level 33. And I think Lord Digital Gods knows what happens at level 33. No one else does. Oh, Lord Digital Gods, you're so close. So tantalizingly close, and yet no one's made it to level 33. Why? Wouldn't you like to know? All right, I have found, into that world, you say, hey, want to see something cool? Exactly, Ross P. Robots are going to kill us. AI is evil. It steals. It's ruining artists' lives. The New York Times hates it. Journalists will never work again. Absolutely. Want to see something cool? Exactly. Exactly that. Exactly that. Because it's really easy when you don't experience something, it's really easy to make assumptions about it. If you don't understand how AI works, how generative AI works, if you don't understand what the latent space is and what a probabilistic, deterministic, mathematical latent space embeddings vector database engine is, it's easy to assume that AI is copying and pasting other people's work. It's not. But you can't tell that to someone who all they know is that AI is evil and it's stealing from the artists. I've written 7 fucking screenplays. I have a degree in acting. Like, I understand the existential threat that AI is to all of the arts. I've been in storytelling in one form or another since high school. I get it. And it's not going away. So then you have 2 choices. You can sit on a soapbox and go, AI's evil. fuck AI. I only write with a pen and a paper. Harumph. And then you can just watch the world go whack past you. Or you can go, I don't like it, but fuck it. I might as well learn enough about it to understand what these tools are. Because, quite frankly, as a writer, I look at what ChatGPT does and I'm like, huh. The word processor made writing easier. Spell check made writing easier. Grammar checkers made writing easier. Sentence complete made writing easier. So along comes a tool that's the most powerful writing assistant in the history of mankind. And as a writer, you're going to go, I'm not even going to learn about it? Like, what the fuck? The initial position of the Writers Guild was fuck AI. We're never going to use that tool. Go look at what they negotiated into the contract. Okay, we're going to use AI, but you can't use AI to replace us. That's what it says. So at least they got that part right. But it's just, this tsunami is coming, whether you want it or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether it's morally objectionable to you or not, whether there are biases in the model or not. It's coming. It's here. And it's not going away. ChatGPT put the nail in the coffin of AI as a fad. How do you know that, Kyle? You can't read the future. No, but I can read money. ChatGPT launched. So here's the thing. GPT-3, what runs ChatGPT, that engine had been around for like 2 years. And no one really gave a shit. And then in 2 weeks, at the end of 2022, Sam Altman said to his tech team, hey, why don't you whip up that ChatGPT that's in the documentation for GPT-3 that no one built? Why don't you whip that up so when Microsoft says they invested $1 billion in us, we have something to show the world what this thing is and why people are excited about it. They built it in 2 weeks. The night before they launched ChatGPT, the ones that made it went out for drinks, and they said, we think maybe it'll get a blog post or two, maybe 5,000 shares. 5 days later, they had 1 million users. 6 weeks after that, they had 100 million users. It was the fastest adoption of technology in history with no marketing. Every tech company, every VC, every engineer turned their attention from whatever the fuck they were doing before. Meta, you know what Meta was doing before all this AI stuff? They changed the name of their company to Meta for Metaverse. They spent, what did they spend? 4 years coming up with something that looked like Second Life? And then ChatGPT did what it did, and they haven't mentioned the metaverse since. They're now referring to it as spatial computing, which I can't believe. They're taking Apple's language for that, and they're saying we're into AI now. So it's not going away. So you have two choices. You can cross your arms and sit on the beach and say, well, if there's a storm coming, there's a storm coming. I have a personal issue with the tsunami that's about to smash over us. So I'm just going to sit here and talk about how much I hate tsunamis. Okay. Great. You might want to go inland a little bit. No, I like the beach. All right. But if you're trying to talk to those people, you've got to disarm the defense and the fear. And the only way to do that is acknowledge it, right? That's the empathy thing. You gotta be, if you've done any of the self-help stuff, you have to be in there listening. You have to understand what they're going through. Can I link my GPT to my website or Instagram? You can put the link to it there, yes. What you can't do is actually embed it in your website. But yeah, you could create a graphic on your website that says, here's my GPT, and someone could click on that and it'll take them there. Same with Instagram. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. How are we doing time-wise? What is going on here? Oh, I guess I didn't charge my watch. Oh, wait, there. Oh, it's got a little red lightning bolt. Yeah, it's getting to be time, people. It's getting to be time. I'm going to finish up my Blantons. I don't know if you know this, but I like the Blantons. I'll tell you what, Sally. That Blanton's is so smooth. It's so smooth. It just goes down. Meta is gaming. Siri is behind. Yeah, Siri's way behind. You snooze, you lose. Like snoozing kind of implies you're not aware of it. I think there's something worse going on, which you're going to have entire sectors that not only are sleeping on it, but are actively resisting it. Like, say, fucking education. It's okay. We've got detectors. We'll punish the students that use AI. We're covered. Great. Move on. Carry on with your plans as you had them. We're so happy you got your Blanton's best live ever. Oh my God, this is so amazing. This is so amazing. I'm still like, I'm going to look for the stickers if there were stickers. Maybe they didn't make it in, but I'm giddy. I'm really giddy. I can't wait to try the Blanton's coffee. Sounds amazing. Yeah, no, I'm giddy. And that Blanton's right there, that right there is only going to be drunk on these lives. I used chat to respond to insurance company for a claim, and they approved $10K more on the claim. There you go. How do you do that? Well, you say to ChatGPT, here's the insurance company, here's the rules, here's the thing, help me write the claim so I can get around these rules. And it'll fucking write it up a storm. And then you send that to your insurance company and they're like, oh, this guy's clearly got a law degree. Oh, the stickers did not make it in. Heads will roll. That's good, Amelia'S Wife. You don't want to mess with Amelia'S Wife. There's a lot of Italy there. There's a lot of Italy there. You just, if you know, you know. Okay? All right, people? What do you mean you didn't get the stickers in the fucking basket? How do you not get the stickers in the fucking basket? You got a basket, you put in the stuff. The last thing you do is you put in the stickers. What are you people doing? What are you people doing? I understand. I understand. You got to hold people accountable. I ask you to do one simple fucking thing. I'm up here in Oregon. You're down there. All I ask is one simple thing. Did you put the fucking stickers in the basket? It wasn't a basket, it was a bag. It's not the point! Did you put the stickers in? I forgot the stickers. You forgot the stickers. I'm not even Italian, I'm Texan. Yeah, you know. Oh. Well, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't me that lost the stickers. I'm glad someone else is on the hook for the stickers. But this is an incredibly sweet gift. So you guys are just amazing. All right. We positioned our claim scrubber at work with last year. Nice. Very cool. Texan with an Italian stallion. There's a truck full of stickers on the way to the airport. Just saying. Exactly. Oh, man. All right, everybody. Listen, first of all, thank you so much for everyone. Leave the stickers. Take the cannoli. Oh, man. Experian Health, my employer. Oh, yeah. Well, the insurance claims business is going to get really interesting because, see, here's the deal with insurance companies, and this is just my cynicism here, but the reason that your policies are so complicated is what they've figured out is if we make it complicated enough, no one will follow the rules and we won't have to pay them shit. What if there were a tool that came along that could read all the rules and follow the rules like that? And even find the loopholes in the rules to get better at following the rules than the insurance company that wrote them. Well, that's ChatGPT, right? That's all of these AI things. And right now you kind of have to know how to navigate them and use them. But so where we're quickly ending up is that I'm going to have my AI talk to the insurance company's AI and they're going to battle it out on our behalf. So what is the official anniversary date of your live TikTok? The first one, I think it was April 30th. I think Amelia'S Wife was at the very first live, if I recall. She was certainly within the first week. Oh, let me go to... there's a lot of videos in here, so let me go to the studio. Could I sort by date? April 29th. And look, I had a whiskey. Is that a whiskey? Oh, no, it wasn't a whiskey. Hey, everybody. If you have any questions about AI, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I'll address anything. Hey, look, I'm wearing my Hamilton shirt. One of the things that I've talked about on the channel, I've actually got these things pinned, is that I think what we're going through in 2020... April 29th, 2023. That was the first live. The channel, the AI Learning Lab channel, that had been around since December of 22. But I was just putting up static videos. But my first live, that was my first live. And I was just like, I'll just try this. I don't know what to talk about. I had no fucking idea it would turn into this chaos. If we all give Amelia'S Wife our credit card, we can have Christmas too. Yeah, that was a pretty fucking good Christmas. That was really awesome. Thank you so much for making that happen. Amazing. Amazing. Just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, everybody, listen. I'm going to get out of here. As Be Not Afraid says, all right, here comes the 30-minute goodbye. I wish I could quit you. AI versus AI. That's exactly where we're headed. I'll have my AI get in touch with your AI. Let's do lunch. All right. Sharebear, good to see you. Amelia'S Wife, thank you so much. Amazing, amazing. And anyone who participated in that nonsense, that was absolutely awesome. You shooketh me. You shooketh me. Just amazing. Vicky, good night. Good to see you. Janu, good to see you. Be Not Afraid, thank you. Kavruno, great to see you. Tobias, You're a rock star in your own right. Relentless Aaron, thank you. Like 90 people in an AI comedy lounge. That's what we've got here. We can start the timer exactly, TK. AI speaking to AI. Stacy says, that's healthcare. Exactly. Oh, man. Source Camp. Oh, it's official. It is official. Drew, good to see you. What else we got here? It was all of the irregulars and Mrs. Shannon. I will have a word with Mrs. Shannon. We will. There was a giant box of love in my house that included that. That. I didn't know about it. Very clever, all of you. I don't know how you did it, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Sweet GPT dreams all. Mrs. Shannon is amazing. Oh, awesome. Yeah, she's amazing. She's very cool. She's cool. She's a keeper. All right, everybody. Love you, love it. Love you, love you, love you. I'm gonna go finish my watered down Blantons and hang out and can we get a Mrs. Shannon cameo? Yeah, she's not into it. I've asked her, you want to come on? She's like, fuck no. She's from the Bronx. she's like, she's fine with me doing it. Thank you, Silver Fox. Thank you so much. Anyway, all right. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll think about the filmmaking thing. I'll figure out when I want to dive in. I just want to think about it a bit more and get my head around it. And yeah, maybe we'll do a deep dive over a week or two and just see how it goes. Why not? Why not? All right, everybody. Have a fantastic Saturday evening. Thank you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out. What just happened? I did something in my... Oh, wait, swipe left to close. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm leaving. Old man trying to use TikTok. Old man trying to use... Hey, Marge, where's the off button on this thing? Are these people still here? Marge, did you fall asleep again? I can see you with the clicker in your hand. Did you not? Yeah, how do I turn off the TikTok? The what? The button. Where's the button? In the corner. Oh, the one with the circle and the line? All right. Just push it. Is it going to break it? All right.